Hi, everybody. It's Katie Joe, and this is Sovereign Soul Podcast. And I wanted to talk to you today a little bit about butterflies. Now, here's one of the things. One of the things that we talk about a lot is caterpillar soup. Let me explain. One of my favorite things about the butterfly is that when the caterpillar creates the cocoon, in order to become the butterfly, its body releases some type of enzyme, some type of chemical. There's a process where it doesn't just change, it becomes soup. It becomes this mucousy, formless thing. And from that place of letting go of everything that it was, it now has the freedom to become the butterfly, and the butterfly grows and manifests and evolves from that nothingness. So, why I like to share that, in fact, I share that story many times when I'm in my speaking events and teaching events. And I share that because so many times we are asked to, and, meaning not necessarily by somebody else, but life asks us to let go of everything we thought we were to become something new. It asks us to let go of belief systems where we get money or we lose money, we get jobs, we lose jobs, we have family members or loved ones pass away, our health or so many things can shift and change. And this idea of wanting to hold on to that can get in the way of the possibilities. And so I share this often about caterpillar soup, and I talk about the fact that in order to have something new, we have to let go of everything that was and to become something beautiful and to have wings and to take to the skies. And that's a powerful lesson. That's a wonderful lesson from the evolvement and the transformation of the butterfly. And one day, as I was walking around, I thought to myself, I wonder if the butterfly grieves being the caterpillar. And I feel like the reason I did is because when I was in my mid 40s and I had my last child, I had built a career, I had built a life, I had this whole idea of who I was and what I was. And as much as I love my son, as much as he's this gift and this blessing, I grieved the life that I had before. Everything, almost everything changed. And it was never a question of whether or not I loved my child. And I think that while this was my last child, I think that many mothers feel this, or parents, or anyone who's gone through significant life change. And it's not that I mean, having him in my life is so much better. I'm so grateful. But I also remember what it was to be the caterpillar. Does the butterfly grieve being the caterpillar? Because in my life, as it is right now, people saw me opening businesses and writing books and speaking on stages and traveling all over the world. But I missed my simple life. I missed my job. I missed the purpose that I had in working in fine jewelry and helping people find these mementos that symbolized promises and anniversaries. And I missed that entire life that I walked away from. I missed the health that I had. I had some health challenges. I missed everything that shifted. My marriage shifted. My relationship with my children shifted. Everything shifted. I was in that soup. I was that soup. But the outside world was watching it. And the outside world is telling me, you're amazing. Look at all the things you're doing. Wow, you're accomplishing all of these goals. And inside, I didn't feel it. Inside, I was hurting. Inside, I was grieving the simple life. And when I think about the butterfly, I think about the way the butterfly, I don't think the butterfly knows it's beautiful. I don't think the butterfly even pays attention to its wings. In fact, Maybe the butterfly is uncomfortable being the butterfly. Maybe now that it has wings, maybe it feels like it's more of a target because it's more easily seen. And for any of us that have had imposter syndrome, any of us that start to get seen by the world, how many of us start to retract and get afraid because now the world sees us? Does the butterfly feel that? Does it feel or miss the ground and the earth? Does it only love the sky? Does it miss being in the cool shade? Does it miss the simple life of one foot in front of the other, rolling up into a little ball as it sleeps and rests and burrowing down? Is that we don't know what the butterfly thinks. I don't even know that the butterfly has higher thought consciousness to even think that. Perhaps it just is in the moment, like it always is. But as I thought about the butterfly and I thought about what we sometimes perceive in other people's lives, and even recognize in my own, that there's usually many more layers to anything that we're witnessing, because I have this beautiful life and I have all of these things that I'm proud of, that I'm passionate about. And there's also that part of me that misses the way that it was, even though I would say that this is better, even though I can't imagine my life without my son, even though the love and the joy that he has and has brought and awakened in me, and the awareness of growth is worth any of the struggle or the help or the challenges. But yes, I do sometimes miss that. And when I think about the journey of motherhood, I think that becoming a mother, transitioning, transforming into a mother, which I feel like is so much more in depth than fatherhood. No disrespect to fathers, but it's something that grows within your body. It's something that changes your very biology for months and months and years. It's something that is so immersive that there's these things I look back on and remember the Katie before, try to remember how she would interact. Am I so different? Is she still there? How could she be? That free spirit who she was as a child, that always liked to run and climb and laugh and skate. She's there somewhere, but she's also tempered by this awareness of responsibility and taking care of the children, meaning that I will protect them, I will nurture them, I will care for them, I will put their needs ahead of mine almost always. And so that spirit has been tempered, and I've grown and I'm more for it. I'm a better version of who I was, but I still grieve that time. I still miss that time, even though my life has so much more love now, even though I've done so much, even though I've expanded so much. So I don't know that I have anything other than the contemplation to offer